refreshing my feed.
We're live now. It's loading.
Yeah, it's loading. Okay, so hi everybody. While you're waiting to see my face, or while it's loading, this is Monica Solis Peña, the CEO with Greater McAllen Association of Realtors. And there you are. I can see now that we are live. And I am again excited to have everybody join us for our Monday Membership Mondays. And I have Jonathan Lindley, our president, 2020 president of GMAR, and Myssie Cardenas-Barajas, a director with GMAR, joining me today. So welcome to everybody. And I'm seeing 7 people have joined us so far, 10. All right, we're jumping. Our numbers are jumping. People are coming on.
Great.
Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm doing multitasking.
You're multitasking.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's been a very, very busy day.
It has, right? That's a good thing.
Yep.
We were just talking about that.
Very busy day. Saw some stuff coming out with Texas Realtors. I'm going to try to jump on some broker meetings that they have coming up here. I believe this week. I have to go back to the email, so trying to stay up on top of things.
I like your background. I still haven't figured out. I haven't played with Zoom today to change my background to make it look like I'm on a beach, or something. And actually, Alyssa, my daughter, works at what's the name of that company? Oh my God, they have backgrounds that you can also download or whatever to put behind you.
Yes.
And I really like the homes they have. It's just like, this is it. This is what I got.
I did a posting on Friday about how I was wearing my pajamas with pearls and my peepers. And I had tagged the earrings that I was wearing. And I got a message from Kendra Scott saying, you're welcome to use any of our home backgrounds. So you can use Kendra's.
Cool. You're frozen. Let me see.
Oh no.
You're it just, I don't know what happened. You froze for a second. So that's really cool that they have backgrounds also. And this is new, I guess. All of us are learning how to use Zoom, and we're using it for everything, communication, even, spending time with our friends and doing virtual happy hours. Which, we're going to work on doing a YPN happy hour in the next month or so.
Great.
Nick Unfu, our committee chair for YPN, and I are talking about how to do that and making a social hour of some kind. But yeah, so it's a new industry. I knew creativity was going to come out with this thing, and having virtual backgrounds is really pretty cool.
Yes, it is. It is. And I think if you think, we've always had this technology. Well, not always, but just recently, our tools have been there. It's just now we're forced to use them and become creative with it. So I think it's a great thing, along with the awareness of keeping safe during, how we've exposed ourselves in regular habits. We've become a little bit more aware of how many times we touch our face, how many times we need to wash our hands, how we should wash our hands correctly. All about things like coughing and things like that. So I think it's been a good exercise for me personally. I've learned a lot about what we need to do, and utilizing technology is great.
Absolutely. And I think that, you're talking about the coughing, and it's coughing into our elbows. I'm like, I'm really not smelling my armpits. I'm really coughing into or sneezing into. And yeah, with this weather and the change, it's like it was cold Friday or cool outside Friday. Then, yesterday I went for a walk around 5 o'clock and it was 99 degrees and I thought I was melting. But I'm walking, and because of the weather and the kind of switcheroo that's going on with all the wind, is I started to sneeze, and I'm like, I don't have it. Like I really there's nobody around. There was nobody walking at that hour because nobody's dumb enough to do that. But I was out there, I'm like sneezing and going, I'm not, sick. I had my mouth covered and everything, but I like talking with you guys. I love seeing you.
Oh, good.
Miss
Good. I do
everybody.
too. I miss you guys.
I am paying attention to y'all. I'm jumping around between my Microsoft, my laptop, and my phone over here.
You're an all-out gamer then.
You know what? I haven't had any games on my computer in a long time.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So you're talking about safety, and that is a real big concern. You know, you're keeping your computer and your phone safe is something that is huge right now. Scammers and frauds are really, really rampant right now, and they're attacking the real estate industry because for some weird reason, people think we're rich, and they're going to go after all of the money that goes that's transferring through all of our platforms. So if we don't take care of our passwords, there's so many different keyboard copiers, there's the key loggers, there's the fraudulent spams, there's so many different things that we need to be on top of. So we cannot brush away our you know, the safety of our computers. So I'm glad that you said that. Please remove all of the games from your computers and from your phones right now.
From the devices.
Yes, it's just safer that way until everything just kind of calms down and you're on top of everything that's internet savvy and safe right now. It would just make me feel better, because if one of us messes up, it exposes the entire contact list. And that's not just realtors, that's your friends, your family, your clients.
Well, one thing I want to point out, and you know, Missy, you know, that's great, but you know how they said they're you know, hackers are targeting the real estate industry right now, and I'm in. What I have what I have the agents here at Remax Platinum doing is, if they could include on Texas Realtors on Zip forms, the wire fraud form is there.
Yes.
You know, agents discuss it with your broker, but that's something that I do have everybody here doing, because there is a lot of wire fraud going on as well.
Absolutely.
You know, you could discuss it with a title company. Title companies are discussing how they're taking precautions, because now some title companies locally are doing electronic closings. I did a closing with a title company out of Plano. I want to say it was right before Christmas. Uh, it was an electronic closing with an electronic notary. So, you know, with all this technology that we have, everything's changing. But definitely
Yes.
discuss it with your broker about the wire fraud if you don't understand the wire fraud form. That's one thing that I, like I said, recommend to everybody here in my office to use. You just want to protect yourself during these times.
This is the time to be extra vigilant. You know,
Exactly.
to really pay attention to those things, and to share the information, not just, I mean, this isn't just about yourself, as Missy was saying, this is about all the people that you're interacting with
Mhm.
through through that electronic media.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, just over the weekend, I had an email come in from uh, from Gmail saying, "Hey, did you just try to sign on from some such and such computer?" I was like, "No." So there I go, changing all my passwords on my Gmail account. And then something else, I got a notification from Facebook Messenger. Did you try to sign in on a new device? I was like, "No." So there I go, changing my Facebook passwords. So, and that was
Yeah.
just this weekend. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I do agree. We got to be very, very cautious during these times.
And I think that was one, I mean, some of the concerns that, you know, that they have talked about through Texas Realtors and National Association of Realtors is the importance right now of the electronic devices and the safety of them. And, you know, I know that Missy, that's something that's been, you're kind of concerned about for years now. I mean, since I joined GMAR, you know, we've had many conversations about safety and member safety. So it was just being moved over to, okay, but right now in this situation, it's not just about our physical health and safety of our health and our loved ones. There's a lot of, I guess, opportunity for those, I guess, detractors to cause havoc in your personal life because of the use of electronics and online access that we have. It's just, I know my phone does, at the end of the week, tell me what my weekly report that you receive telling you how much time you've spent on your phone. I can't imagine anybody can say that they're not on it more. Realtors in general, y'all are on your phones quite a bit, but it's your other devices, right?
Yes, we are.
My screen time on my phone has actually gone down, but
yeah, mine too.
I find that I'm charging my laptop and my tablet a lot more.
Yeah, it's true. Mine, it's interesting the last couple of weeks that it says that my phone time has gone down, and it's just because I'm here, sit at the computer a lot more as opposed to my phone, to see, especially the emails for some reason are, I'm accessing them, I have the laptop hooked up, and it, even over the weekend, my mom's like, "Oh, you're working?" I'm like, "Well, I guess I am." I mean, it's just become an everyday thing now to sit at the computer and look at stuff.
One of the things that I wanted to point out, and again, just for just put it out there, is I use my hotspot a lot on my phone. When you do your hotspot, make sure you set up a password on your hotspot. That way you have to connect, and you're not just parading around free internet for anybody to connect to, because you don't know who's connecting to it.
Exactly.
And I try to periodically change the password on my hotspot as well. But if anybody uses a hotspot, just make sure you try to change your password as well.
Yeah, good advice.
Very good advice. One of the things that I wanted to make sure that we talked about today also was about, well, real quickly, one of the subjects, Jonathan, had to do with filing for unemployment FAQs has been updated by Texas Realtors. So on the website, they've updated those FAQs because there's been some questions about, well, I guess the big one was, if I am an independent contractor, but I'm deemed essential, if I'm an essential, how do I get unemployment? Because I'm allowed to work. So you are allowed to file for unemployment. That information, like I said, has been updated. The answers to those questions are on texasrealestate.com. And so please go back, and if you have that question yourself, or if you know somebody who's asked that question and you haven't had the answer, Texas Real Estate has gone and added that response to there, because again, they've received a lot of concerned members throughout the state saying, well, I don't think I can qualify for unemployment because I'm an essential worker, and that means that I can work. That's not going to prevent you from qualifying for unemployment.
That is correct, and that was so that local president call that I was on with Texas Realtor a couple of weeks ago, that was one of the discussions, and they did say that there would be some updates that they would be putting out and the requirements to go for it. But yeah, definitely I would recommend anybody go to that FAQ and see and get what answers you have there as well. One thing that I wanted to point out is you could text COVID, COVID 19 to 30644 to get the updates on the FAQs, and that will be from Texas Realtors as well. Humberto, if you get a chance, could you add that in the comments?
Yes, it's
perfect.
COVID-19 to 30644.
Yep. And I believe as they update it, they will, as they update their FAQs, that will, membership will, or whoever subscribes will be getting alerts about that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll get those texted to you when an update has happened. And we were on a conference call, Jonathan and I, on Friday with NAR, with the presidents and CEOs for associations throughout the country. And it was, I think they said over 1,000 people on that call. And they kind of were telling us, if you do that text, you'll get the updates on what they're doing. So one of the, like the payment protection plan loan program, they're working with on a national level to get that funded, some additional funding for it. So you can, those updates will be sent out through that texting program as well. So it's COVID-19 to 30644. And I see that Humberto's already added the links to the coronavirus FAQs from Texas Real Estate on there. And I don't see any of the questions from membership. So if y'all have any questions, please feel free to type them in. And if we can't answer them right away, we will certainly respond as soon as we can have an answer.
Definitely. One thing that I just wanted to say, last week, or 2 weeks ago, on April 9th, the 100th anniversary, or the 100th day of the year, 100th anniversary of Texas Realtors. I just want to thank everybody that took part and did the 100 for 100 for Tree Pack. I know these are times right now when all of us are watching our funds that we have coming in, but thank you to everybody that took part in that.
Yeah, and for those of you that are concerned, I don't know if y'all saw my post, I think it was on Saturday, about the financial wellness webinars that NAR is putting together, and that they're going to start hosting. And, in this time of I guess if you're feeling uncertain or concerned about your financial future, I think those would be really good to listen in on and see, get some direction from our National Association. Again, they're using so many resources that they have. I know that on Friday, the other thing that our National Association talked to us about was that telehealth benefit that they're providing. From what I understand, they're paying for 2 months worth if you sign up by, I want to say they extended the deadline again to May, to the end of May. So the deadline had previously been, I think it was supposed to be last Friday, and they've extended the deadline to sign up for that telehealth program. You have till the end of May to sign up for it. It's going to be 2 months free, and they negotiated a price of $7 a month after that. So it is extremely reasonable. Look into it. Again, that was a negotiated cost. That's not what's out there otherwise, but it is telehealth. So you do have to know that, it's not going to be a doctor that you go see in person. It's the help, I guess it's the safest way to get help at this time.
Yeah.
Again,
Yes.
2 free months and $7 a month after that.
That's a great buy.
And so I know, Myssie, on behalf of Monica and myself, I want to thank you for being on here with us. I know we briefly touched on the safety with all the technology. Do you have anything that you want to add to on safety that membership can use to protect themselves, but not only that, protect their clients and their clients' info?
Yes, there are a lot of different things. And I think, Jonathan, you and I have personally witnessed some things that I can kind of help do. If somebody should ever have an issue where you feel like you don't understand the technology or what somebody else is doing, but you have that feeling something's wrong with your technology, that you are being endangered in any way, please give me a call. That is my side gig. I am a full-time realtor, but I'm wholeheartedly a nerd, which is why I wear the big glasses like this. But I do help out a lot of local small mom and pops down here, and technology is my background. So if I can help in any way, please feel free to reach out to me. I know there's been several times where the Facebook's accounts have been hacked, and you've needed help, trying to take them down and revive your account. Please feel free, give me a phone call. I'm there for you. On the other note, I'm glad that Monica touched on the unemployment and the financial health part of this. And that's kind of where I would like to speak with as far as what we can do. we all know somebody right now who is hurting, every single one of us, and hurting financially. If it's not somebody that we know, it could be probably one of us. We've all been there. I remember growing up and feeling the peso devaluation and having my parents in real estate and going through the ups and downs of the economy in real estate. And you just got to ride with it. So I remember how it was growing up in a family that we needed to, just go another belt buckle in, and just suck it up and move forward. The alternative isn't nice. So on that note, if you know somebody who is hungry, who is homeless, who needs help, reach out, get help for yourself if you need it. Reach out and get help for somebody else that needs it as well. I have been a volunteer with Emily's Meals for a while now, and it is such an awesome organization. And it's really hit my heart. I had no idea how big the hungry problem is in McAllen. We see it all the time as parents, how the school district reaches out to give the lunches to their children. And I kept thinking, well, it's a lunch. It's a cafeteria lunch, most of the kids don't eat their lunches anyway. There's so much wrong about my perspective of that. There are so many kids out there that really do need that lunch. And there's a lot of adults out here that are out in the streets without a home, without a job, that need food too. And what happened after COVID is that the city shut down their parks that the homeless lived in. The city shut down all the businesses that had entrepreneurs who have big hearts and would offer their food, their leftovers, their whatever was given to them. They would give them enough to survive for the day. And those shops are no longer open right now, and they can't give out food. So this is where Emily's Meals comes in. This is where RGV Food Bank comes in, and all the different organizations and people who want to come in together. If you are in need of food, you can go and look for help. I think I gave Humberto a website that we can go to. If you want to be able, if you are in the position of helping, $5, $10, $100, $1,000, whatever it is that you can, just go ahead and give. You can do it one time, you can do it monthly, or you can make another step and go a little bit further and go onto Facebook and look up in the groups Emily's Meals and ask to be a part of the group. We are considered essential, so I won't get stopped if I'm driving around. Somebody else could possibly get stopped by the police, but I can go ahead and go help deliver these food, the food to people who need help. I can go and meet with people who are in danger of losing their home. I can go and do that. You can too. That's where you can help. We can do so safely. Now, the regular part, the normal operations of Emily's Meals is shut down for health reasons. We used to have an assembly line over at somebody's house, and we would create all the meals, put them up into little baggies, and then go and distribute them. We can't do that because we have to stay, separated for health reasons. But there's now a calendar that's there, and one person, one family will create meals for 40, 60, 100 people, and they bag them up and then they give them over to the deliverers. That's me. I do the deliveries every now and then. Rick Aguirre, Emily's Meals, if you're not familiar with them, are the winner for the Good Morning America Volunteer Family of the Year in America. And I think in the comments, you're going to see a little video of them. And there it is. They're a great family. They're here in McAllen. They help out the McAllen homeless. And I have just totally fallen in love with the whole organization. I've met all of the homeless people personally. I've gotten to know their stories, and I can say honestly that we are all one decision away from possibly being homeless. Each one of us, they all have stories that are similar, that are similar to each one of us. And it's heartbreaking, and they're each working their way out of getting themselves out of that situation, but they can't do it by themselves. We all know how important it is to have teamwork. Each one of us has a fellow realtor, an assistant, a title company, an appraiser, an inspector, somebody that we trust that we can go to for help to make our deal come true. Same thing with the homeless. They depend on other people just like me and you to get themselves into their dream. So that's where we come in, and that's where I feel personally connected, because I took a vow when I got my realtor license to do my best to help serve the community and get people into their home. And this is a homeless population, and this is how I can help. So if you want to go on to Facebook and join the group, there's a calendar on there. If you see a blank day and you want to serve, go ahead and fill up your name with that day. You can make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They are all so grateful to receive anything. And the moment that I give them their bag of sandwich or whatever it is that we're giving them, they chow down immediately. They are so hungry. It's an amazing project. And the gratitude that you get every time you're driving by the expressway and you see them and you say, oh my gosh, now that's Casey. I know her. It's such a great feeling because that person is no longer a stranger. Most people will not even look at them in the face. They won't get eye contact. They'll look down. They'll act like they're looking for change just so that way you can avoid seeing them. I looked at them face to face, and at one time I gave them a hug, and they're real people just like us. They're an awesome group.
And the thing is that there's a lot of different organizations, and this is a really good one. The comments are in the comments, and Becca's been showing different things, but in the comments you'll see the links to videos, to the page. All of that's on there. We're like a professional crew right now. I love it. Thank you, Bethel, for making sure that all that information is posted on there. And what's amazing is that, and when you look at the National Association of Realtors and their campaign of That's Who We Are, I mean, this is who we are. We are part of the community. We are involved in the community, and there's so many organizations that need help. I'm hearing there's an increase in child and spousal abuse right now.
Yes.
With so many people home, there's organizations that can help with that as well locally. They're doing some online fundraisers for those. There's always an organization or something that speaks to you or pulls at your heartstrings, something that touches you in a way that that stands out from other issues. And pick something. There's still the opportunity. There's a lot of need out there, and if you are so blessed to be able to help, just you reach out to any one of us, in fact, and we can help guide you. Again, there's information in the comments, but this is what, as part of the organization and being part of the community, and that's who we are. And so yes, thank you for all that information, Myssie. And I think it was important to share.
And that's, you touched on the National Association of Realtor logo there. That's who we are.
It is.
We are realtors. We're out in the community. We're out in the public, and we're there to help and to serve. I try to do as much as I can on, whether it's helping the homeless or, adopting a puppy that's at the shelter.
Yes.
That's something that it all depends, just whatever that you feel is, like Myssie said, and like Monica said, whatever you feel is in your heart, do your part. I was on a Zoom call last week, and somebody made a point that, we're out in the, we're, before this whole COVID-19, we were out in the public every day, we're out in the community. But now with this, it's not the time to go invisible, it's the time to be seen.
Yes.
So we have the ability, and I say we individually, we as an association have the ability to be out in the public, so if you have that ability to get out and to help, definitely get out and help.
At least raise awareness. Again, it's not about the physical presence, just like social distancing is about the physical presence, but it's not about removing yourself from community.
Yes.
It's not about removing yourself from participating. So just like we're doing this Facebook Live event, we've created a new way to communicate to membership in a more frequent way, in a more conversational way, but there's social media for you to share information about those causes that matter to you, bring awareness, raise awareness, share awareness. So absolutely being involved or caring doesn't necessarily mean writing a check. It's about maybe making awareness part of your actions.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And, and just membership, always know that, we as a board, Monica, the staff at GMAR, we're always there to answer any questions, help out with anything that you all have.
And we want everyone to continue to stay safe. I keep saying that every week, it's not focus on the fear, focus on being educated and taking the right actions and washing our hands and covering our face, and when we're out with people, and keeping our distance, the appropriate distance from people. And it's not hard. I go for walks every night, and I meet up with my friend Lisa, and we stay 6 feet apart, but we can talk to each other and have some sort of interaction. And really, it's human interaction that we all need, is part of our survival.
Yeah, it is.
It's a basic need to have human interaction. And I saw somebody posted a meme, and I'm not sure who did, but somebody posted a meme and it said, so for the second part of this quarantine, do we get to be placed with a different family? I thought that was hilarious because I think we're all kind of having, cabin fever and getting a little stir crazy, but no, you're stuck with your family. God gave you. I want to thank you guys again for taking time on your Monday. I want to thank everyone who joined us online for the Facebook event. So let me invite anybody, if you have a cause that you think is a good one, put the link in the comments. This is your time to share that information with us and with other members. Put it in the comments, and that way anybody can come back to this live video and reference it and look for the details about it. The Facebook pages share those so people can click and go get more information. But we've had another great Monday, and everybody have a great week. Be safe, look out for the information that we're sharing with you. And if you have another subject that you would want us to talk about, or maybe get information or share information, please reach out to us via email, and we will get back to you with that information. I want to wish everybody a great week. Myssie, Jonathan.
Thank you.
We'll see you all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.